Next is the entertainment segment with our host, Sabeen. Sabeen will be interviewing Ellen Sinopoli of the Ellen Sinopoli Dance Company, which resides at the Egg in Albany. So let's watch this one.
Welcome to the entertainment segment of Impact. I am Sabeen, your host, and with me today I have Ellen Sinopoli. Ellen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Ellen, can you tell me a little bit about how you started here at the Egg?
I moved to the Capital Region about 21, 22 years ago. Formed the company fairly immediately, and within a year we were asked to be the resident company of the Egg, and we've continued to be so for, this is now our 21st year as resident company. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see the dancers or not, but we actually are, this is our rehearsal space. So it's a very nice arrangement, so to speak, that we have with the Egg, in that they produce us in concert. We're given free rehearsal space. We have storage space for our costumes and our set pieces. We also have administrative space for us to work. So it's, since we don't have a school per se, this is an ideal setup for us. It really is.
Wow. Now, I understand that you choreograph all of the dances here.
I do. I certainly use my dancers for inspiration. Since I've formed the company, I've created more than 70 dances. Some of them are 3 minutes. Some of them are 70 minutes, 11 parts. So it really varies. One of the interesting things that happened when we moved here, there wasn't a huge dance population, but there was a very substantial population of other kinds of artists. Set designers, visual artists, composers, poets, architects. And as a result, without necessarily planning to, I've actually, or setting out with that as an original vision, I've actually collaborated with more than 25 other kinds of artists.
Well,
in the making of our dances. Yeah.
And are they all local, or are they kind of all?
Some of them are from New York City, but most of them live in this area. Some of them go back and forth between New York City. The architect that I worked with on Spill Out, which was a 70-minute work, is now out in Oregon. So people do move around and do change where they are and so forth.
Now, if someone wanted to come and possibly audition for you, what is the process for that? Because I know that's good. Everyone's going to be calling me, asking me those questions.
Well, actually, this year we're not auditioning anyone. The entire company is staying into the next season. But we normally hold auditions in April or May. I put them on our website. I list that in national dance magazines of different kinds, dance publications. And people then contact me, and if it seems to work out, we hold 2 or 3 days of auditions, and we may hire the person or not. That was fine. Yeah, it's much too serious on the way up. Not all of these people are from this area. I think the furthest away that I have right now is Minneapolis, but she's been with me for 8 years now. I have another dancer from Brooklyn, Western New York State. I've had a dancer from Japan. It just really varies as to where they come from. Some of them are from this area, but that's not necessarily the case. They range between ages 23 and 30. They're all professional dancers with a strong obviously a very strong modern dance background, but they also have a very strong ballet background as well. My work is quite technical. One of the other things that I look for in dancers are ones that can give ideas back to me, because I will often bring a pattern in or a concept in, and then I'll ask my dancers to play with it. I don't want a dancer who's just going to stand there and say, okay, tell me what to do next.
Right.
That's not how it works. I want them to be very creative. I want them to be able to offer ideas. I want them to be able to expand on what I come in with. Mm-hmm. So. Right.
And I also understand that you do go to schools and teach there as well, or perform.
We have a very extensive arts and education program. We usually do 8 to 10 residencies a year in various public schools. This is a children's performance that we're rehearsing for now that we're doing at which school are we at? School 14 in Troy? This is part of the Troy redevelopment money.
Okay.
So there are 4 dances to this. There are 4 Celtic stories.
Okay.
And there's a storyteller that is speaking in between during the dancing. Mm-hmm. She's not here, so you won't hear that. She also speaks in between each dance. So it's a whole program. It may exist of going in and doing one performance, that we have a type of performance that we've created for school children, which is different from our concert work. There may be workshops, creative movement workshops attached to it. They might be slightly longer term residencies in which we help the students themselves to create a vocabulary to create movement. But it's not where we go in and teach dance or dances. This is really about being creative and finding movement, which is what modern dancers do. We do work with high school students. We have worked with college students. We work with preschool students. I go into libraries and do story hours with books that are movement oriented, and we're working with young children all the time. We just received a substantial grant from the Troy Redevelopment Foundation to bring more than 30 presentations of different kinds to the people of Troy. Oh, wow. It'll be going to community, and we've already started, community centers, public schools, public playgrounds, and there's a 4th one. Oh, story hours. Okay. There you go. It allows us to offer these to various places free of charge. And it's important to us to act as ambassadors to a certain degree so that people learn about dance and we take it to them rather than always asking them to come to us to a theater. And we've done that quite a bit. We've done that with Dance in Unexpected Places at the Art Center in Troy this year. We've done it with Undercover Playground, which is our dances on playground equipment that we go, and if you're there, you see it. If you're not there, you don't see it. But so we try to do a lot of outreach as well as your traditional in a theater type of concert work.
Now, how do you, if someone wants to get in touch with you or find out about all the performances, where you're doing them, where would they get in touch with you?
The best thing is to go to our website, which is sinopolidances.org. Okay. Or if they just type in Ellen Sinopoli Dance Company, it'll take you to that website. And we have a listing there of our current season. We have a listing of all our different kinds of programs. So if they're interested in finding out what we do in schools, you can look at that component. If you're interested in finding out about our repertory, you can look at that component. There's bios on the dancers. It's a website. There's video, there's photographs. So people can really if they're interested, they should check on that often because we update our performance season and everything. Okay. And we have a busy fall and spring.
I'm excited to see all that. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much, Ellen, for being here.
It's my pleasure, and thank you for watching my dancers.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for Impact this week. I'm Nick Barber, your host. Remember, we want to hear from you, so email us at impact@proctors.org with your ideas or suggestions, or go to Facebook, enter Impact Show, and like us on Facebook. So all of us here at Impact wish you a happy summer, stay cool, and we'll see you next week.
Proctors, bringing the best in arts, education, and entertainment.